Hello, Terra.
Hello, say down.
How's it, man?
Good.
Good. We're gonna do the film, or let's not do the film. We are showing you the film that we did for the consent, which is the PV cycle, which is part of the important elements in a PV cycle. Do you agree with me, Terra, in that one?
Fully agree. I feel like even right now, you guys having to see us, we had to go through some consent indoors. So yeah, this is our example of showing you what the consent is.
Yes, I believe and I hope that you enjoy it and you learn so much.
Yeah.
Sekuteni nungasho inzima ketatiwe sekuteni nungasho
Consent is about your image, it's about any video that was taken of you, it's about your voice, the sound of your voice, your unique soundbite, it's about the ideas that you have inside your own head. Intellectual property attached or indigenous knowledge. This stuff belongs to people. It is sacred. It's about the words that come out of your mouth. It's about the location where any filming is undertaken. And it also could be any artistic contribution in terms of music or artwork or things like that, poetry. Consent is really sensitive in terms of privacy, confidentiality, and individual identity.
Land, culture, environment, all those things goes together.
South Africa! South Africa! It's a beautiful country!
Each person that appears needs to be able to have the space to provide the limitations or permissions that they grant. Sometimes you might need location consent. If you're working in a rural community, you might need consent from a chief or a traditional leader or even from a municipal official. Sometimes these are in the forms of a form, a written document that people sign. These themselves can be rather nasty because of the language and you're just shoving a piece of paper in someone's face. So we prefer to use on-camera consent at an individual level and at a group level. So anybody that you interview, once you've finished recording them, you allow them to watch back the interview, and then afterwards you can give them opportunity to add anything or anything they want to exclude, and then get their consent on camera to use that footage. If you have worked as a group, for instance created a drama together, then the whole group needs to appear in front of the camera and give group consent. Consent in a PV process is non-negotiable. Consent is the heartbeat inside the process itself. We place significant importance on consent because it forms the bedrock of our ethics. It also demonstrates our commitment to community by elevating respect and in return building trust. Along the whole process of participatory video, there are milestones, and these milestones are consent. Before we even start, before we even shoot one photo or push record on a camera, we have consent to participate. Consent needs to be informed. Need to be really clear why we are making the film. Is it for the community? Is it for communicating? Is it for an external audience? Is it for learning? Is it for reporting? Is it for fundraising? It really needs to be made clear. It also needs to be really clear that there are levels of consent. There's a local level, there's a community-to-community level, there's a national level, there's an international level, there's a privacy level, there's a public level. We need to be really clear.
I give my consent to participate in this and tomorrow or weekend.
Because at each of these levels we have a certain amount of control. But if a community gives us open consent to publish stuff online, we need to inform them that this is where we lose control and we cannot bring stuff back. It's very important that they specify in their consent who can use it and for what reasons they can use it. We always advise people to be cautious in giving their consent. And it's the first thing and the last thing that happens in a participatory video process.
Hello again. It's still Sandile, the empire, the poet. I'm with Terra here. We believe, we hope that you learned so much to this outro or to this consent. So I'm gonna give it to my colleague here. Terra, over to you.
We really hope you guys learned a lot from watching this video, because we also learned a lot while watching and editing the video. So yeah, we really also hope that we served you guys justice and you guys get to learn what we learned.
Yeah.
Sekutheni nongasho, sekutheni nongasho, sekutheni nongasho.
Yeah, Madi. The Oliver Tambo. Yeah, Madi. Yeah, Madi.